The question that we get asked is, I've been doing a lot of work invoicing people. How do I know my balance? The easiest way is actually to go to that matter and click on the question mark, and you will find out like, hey, this much pending transfer is required. This is what the client owes. But now you want to know across the business. There are two things that you need to know. So when you go into your accounts, there's a tab here called Invoice Balance. You can just click that. You can select a date, and that'll give you the date for which this balance is owed. I'm going to download for today. And when you actually run this report, what this report will do is it'll analyze your entire business and find out how much each client owes. It'll give you a categorization of how much money is actually sitting in trust that you can transfer and how much the client actually owes. So that's one report that you can do. It's right on the face, in Invoice Balance. You can just click it and that will actually generate that report. Now that this report is generated, let me open the report. As you see here, it tells you the oldest client. This client has not paid you, John Bells from 2016. Similarly, Tom Rody is the one with the highest balance, he's not paid you. Now, this is an interesting one. It tells you the one A1 Phil, you have not done a trust transfer. So that's the highest one. And the client who owes the most is Tom Rodney. So it gives you the summary. But then it lists all your clients and lays out 4 columns. The first column is very important, which is called the balance. That's the total outstanding that he owes. And it tells you how much money is there in trust. That's a balance, and how much you can actually transfer. In this case, there's nothing left. So you know everything the client owes, he hasn't paid you, and when he pays it, you can put it into the general account. Jenny Machado is interesting because she owes $508. There's a trust amount of $1,000, so that means you can fully withdraw. You don't have to wait for Jenny. You can just go ahead and do that yourself. Now, some of the ones that I would like to bring to attention are where, like Andy Murray, for example, he owes $10,000. There are 175 sitting in trust that you can pay yourself now. Now you're only waiting for 9,000. So where all 4 columns are filled up, those are interesting ones. You need to take action immediately. Our recommendation is anything that's a pending trust transfer, you need to take action immediately. Now at the end, we also summarize how much is the total. We tell you hey, that's your total balance that you need to make as an income. 60,000 can actually come from trust account, and 96,000 is what your client actually owes. So we do that. We also do analysis. We tell you which clients are the worst, which clients are the best, how many do trust transfers. We give you a lot of view of analytics, whom you should go after. So it's a great report. It also tells you how much money you can make today. The total amount of money, 38% you can actually make it today, and 61% you need to make that phone call. So to understand this report better, look at the top part that tells you stuff about some of the top clients. Look at these columns, that's the balance, that's the trust, how much is left, how much you can pay yourself, and how much the client owes. And then look at analytics so that you can kind of go after the clients who haven't paid you pretty quickly. Now to summarize, go to accounts and then click on Invoice Balance. Now this is one report that can help you on overall company. If you're looking at an individual client, go to the client and and click again the compliance button, and client fee book will tell you the exact same information in a much faster way, because that one gives you for the entire company, but this one just gives you for the client, and it also breaks it down by matter. It tells you, hey, this client, the balance owed is that much, there's nothing in trust. This one, the balance owed is that much, and everything is sitting in trust, so you can actually get yourself paid pretty quickly, right? So it kind of breaks it down very nicely and easily. So there are 2 reports, this, the one in accounts is for the entire company. It gives you for everybody right here. And under contacts, if you choose any contact, go to the compliance panel, and this client fee book, it's also under the document generation panel. The client fee book will give you all the receivables that you need to collect.